Your support means so much to us. Drop a comment below and tell us where you're watching from. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. The airport in Willow Creek was unusually quiet for a Friday afternoon. Flight from New York had just landed, and the taxi line stretched farther than anyone expected. Paul Harrington, a 48-year-old real estate tycoon, was used to efficiency. But today, he found himself waiting, with his 18-year-old sons, Ethan and Ryan, caught in the scramble for a ride. Lucille, 35, with her 10-year-old daughter Sophia, also struggled to find a taxi. The line was long, the cars scarce. "Looks like we're going to need a bigger ride," Paul said, finally approaching Lucille. She raised an eyebrow, holding Sophia's hand. "Excuse me. I have a large sedan," Paul explained. "We could share a ride." Lucille hesitated, glancing at the sleek car. "Well, I suppose that could work." And so, two families, strangers to each other but bound by circumstance, piled into Paul's vehicle. The ride was awkward at first. Ethan and Ryan teased Sophia relentlessly. She retaliated with sharp comebacks, but something unspoken passed between Paul and Lucille. A spark, faint but undeniable, flickered in their eyes. Impressions. The ride ended at Lucille's small apartment near the edge of town. Paul offered to drop them off at the diner where she worked, a charming yet old-fashioned kitchen. Inside, the aroma of fried eggs and fresh bread welcomed them. Lucille's confidence shone as she moved between tables, balancing plates and warm smiles. Paul observed silently, impressed by her skill and grace. During dinner, Ethan and Ryan competed to impress Sophia, who giggled and fended them off with childlike cunning. Paul and Lucille exchanged occasional glances, mutual recognition of their attraction, growing in small, wordless moments. By the end of the evening, it was clear, the spark was more than fleeting. Saturday afternoons in Willow Creek were peaceful. Paul had agreed to let his sons explore town, and as fate would have it, they encountered Lucille and Sophia near the bookstore. Sophia ran to Paul. "Mr. Paul, you're here." The twins quickly bonded with her, teasing and laughing together, while Lucille watched, amused. Paul and Lucille exchanged quiet conversations, their attraction growing in the warmth of shared family moments. At the park, the children tossed breadcrumbs to ducks, played games, and laughed. Paul and Lucille shared subtle, lingering glances and soft words. It was a slow build of intimacy, nurtured by the innocent joy of children interacting. By sunset, Paul and Lucille were left sitting together on a bench, feeling a connection beyond words, a bond of admiration, warmth, and something more profound than mere attraction. Monday, Paul offered Lucille help with her apartment and finances. Rejected it fiercely, determined to prove her independence. "It's not about pride," Paul said, his voice low. "It's about not letting you struggle alone." Lucille's defenses softened, and the tension exploded into a kiss, passionate, urgent, and full of all the emotion they had been holding back. The kiss ended with both breathless, hearts racing, realizing the depth of their feelings. Even with Sophia's voice breaking the moment, the attraction and desire had cemented a new stage in their relationship. One evening, after the children were asleep, Paul visited Lucille's apartment. The air was thick with unspoken longing. "I haven't been able to stop thinking about you," Paul whispered. Lucille trembled. "Paul, this isn't simple." "No," he admitted. "But nothing worth feeling ever is." They kissed, deeply and passionately, exploring the bond that had grown over months. Every touch, every glance was filled with desire, tenderness, and trust. The world outside disappeared. The kitchen, the quiet apartment, the distant sounds of Willow Creek, all irrelevant to the connection they now shared. It was a night of surrender, vulnerability, and affirmation. Their love had transformed from flirtation and attraction to a deep, passionate bond. The following morning, the household was alive with laughter and chaos. Sophia, Ethan, and Ryan were all engaged in playful antics, with Paul and Lucille moving seamlessly among them. Breakfast was a scene of joy, spilled syrup, pancake battles, and playful teasing. Paul watched Lucille with admiration, seeing her warmth and maternal care, while she observed him with awe at his patience and attentiveness. Their eyes met across the room, communicating a love deeper than words. Gentle touches, smiles, and shared laughter filled the morning. The children, unknowing witnesses to the growing bond, enhanced the sense of family connection and intimacy. By the end of breakfast, the adults were closer than ever, comfortable and deeply in love. Their relationship strengthened by shared experiences and mutual respect. 1 year later, life had settled into a rhythm of love, laughter, and family unity. On a crisp spring afternoon at Paul's estate, the children helped in the garden while Paul and Lucille walked together on the terrace. Paul took her hand. "Are you ready for the next chapter?" "Yes," Lucille whispered. Paul knelt, opening a velvet box in front of the children. "Lucille, I love you. Will you marry me?" "Yes. Yes, I will," Lucille exclaimed, tears in her eyes. The children cheered, and Paul and Lucille shared a passionate kiss. Later, they sat on his luxurious veranda, watching the sunset, fingers intertwined, dreaming of their future together, filled with love, family, and endless possibilities.